Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and today we are figuring out what we're gonna do with these moldy, gross banana pills. Alright guys, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Well, you can do that later if you like it, or you can just do it now because that does help my channel a lot. But we are doing the 10K giveaway, so we will be giving away a couple prizes: a Mighty Crop system, a $50 gift card, and also a seed organizer. So all you have to do to enter is be subscribed, and every comment that you comment on a video will give you an entry into the giveaway. So I am preserving a lot of stuff right now. This is the time of year that I try and get our pantry full of just different types of things. So I have some peaches over here, I have strawberries, I have more bananas, I have nectarines, and I have even more tomatoes. These ones are Roma tomatoes. Now, I will be doing a video on each one of these separately. I'm going to put it in a canning kind of group, I think is what it's called. Playlist is what it's called. So you guys can look out for that. It'll be a different canning video once a week, even though I'm going to do them all today. So once again, probably I'm going to be in the same shirt. But for bananas, I had froze these bananas and then put them in my freezer because I like to do all of my freezer stuff first, then water bath canning, then pressure canning, then dehydrating, and then I'm done. So for this little guy, I just put this in some water and I let it sit. I'll show you exactly what all I do with these bananas after I go take these out and empty out this jar. Now, this is going to be really, really good fertilizer for your garden. So I'm going to use the water, and then I'm going to use the banana peels to feed that to my worms. So let's go do that. So it is super hot and humid out here, but I have my banana juice and we are going to give this to the okra. Alright guys, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mushy mess and just pour the water over here where my okra is. As you guys can see, I have the okra and the cantaloupe and some more okra and the butternut squash over there. So I'm going to kind of try and divide it up, even maybe with the cucumber too as well, and just fertilize this like bed a little bit so each plant will get a little bit. Then for the worms, I'm just going to dig a hole here in the worm bin, and I want to dig kind of a deep one. As you guys can see, there are worms and roly-polies in there, and I'm going to bury the banana peels. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now we're going to head inside and we're going to make some more. Now to make more, I'm just going to take the banana peels and I'm actually going to cut them up just a little bit and stick them down in there. Alright guys, so then I just fill it up with water and I start the process all over again. Now, some things to consider. One, I don't want to put a bajillion banana peels in my worm bed because my worm bed is small. I don't want to put that in there like time after time after time, so I am going to wait until the worms eat that all the way down, and then I'm going to give them something else, maybe like some greens or whatever else I have in the freezer, and let them eat that down too as well, and then add banana peels. That way, just like giving yourself a well-balanced diet, I can give my worms a well-balanced diet too as well. That provides a bunch of different types of nutrients in that worm compost because they are what they eat. So, and what they poop out. But what I can do is I can keep adding water to this. So I can, once this ferments, I can pour out all of the water into the next space. Probably the peppers is where it'll go next. And then I can fill it back up with water and let it do it all over again. it will really start to disintegrate those bananas, and you'll see that the pills will probably get down to like halfway after that process has been going on and on and on. If it starts to smell or anything like that really bad, or starts to like, so that you don't get mold or anything like that, after about 7 days, I'll put it in the refrigerator and I'll let it slowly kind of break down then. And then by the time it's probably about like here with the banana pills, it'll be time for me to then add those banana pills to my worm bin. If you don't have a worm bin, and if you're not sure, like if your plants, or if your soil has a lot of worms in your beds or your pots, or if you're growing a container garden, you can always let this ferment to where the water gets really brown, the peels get really, really soft, and then just throw it into a blender. Blend it up to where it's like really, really blended, like a smoothie almost, and then just add water to it to dilute it, and then just water your garden with that. That'll give you the potassium. It'll also break it down really good too as well, to where if you don't have enough worms in your garden, then it won't just put like moldy fruit in your garden. But if you don't have enough worms and you do that, you will eventually get them, because they'll be able to smell it and come out of middle of nowhere and be like, oh yeah, there's food. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas on how else you can make fertilizers, because they're really easy. I like to do it with seasons. So when eggs are in season and there's like eggs everywhere and they're so cheap to get, I use egg peels. When bananas are in season, I use bananas. You know, there's a lot of different things that you can use to fertilize your garden, and by doing that and providing your garden those natural fertilizers, one, it reduces your food waste, because now this banana is not going into the trash. It's going back into my garden, and it's feeding me, and so I can eat the fruit, and then also my worms can eat the pills, and the plants can eat all of the nutrient dense water that comes from it. So don't waste food. Figure out what other ways you can do with it, and what other things you can do with it, and how else you can use it in order to not have to throw it in the trash can. So hope that helped. Hope that was fun for you guys. But until next time, grow yourselves a garden, because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. Bye guys.